Everyone, my name is Saurabh Maheshwari. So today I'm starting day 20 of my 365 days challenge. So let's start day 20. Get the students back to his studies. Our Buck Minister Bucky Fuller wrote about feeling the scholar to return to his studies. In other words, getting students out of school and letting them get back to the studies. For most of my life, I have been an average student. I was always a fake student. With the exception of flight school, I did not enjoy school. School was boring. When Fuller talked about freeing the scholar to return to studies, I often wondered what my studies were. After reading Fuller's book, Grunch of Janes, I knew I had found my study. I finally became a real student. As my study commenced, I realized I was pretty close to my studies in the fourth grade when I raised my hand and asked my teacher, when will we learn about money? It was asking that question that led me to meeting my rich dad, my classmate's father, and his son, and we became apprenticed from the age of 9 to well into our 30s with a real teacher. Grunch of Janes took my study and research to a new level. I began looking for books and seminars by real teacher, anyone knowledgeable on the study of grunge. Frank Derrick, my partner, who sent me all over the world looking for old gold and silver mines, was one of my real teachers. I will list some of these real teachers in part 2 of this book, Fake Teachers. On May 28, 2018, while walking past a newsstand, the cover of Time magazine called out to me. The cover stated, "How My Generation Broke America." Stephen Brill article alleged in the magazine was another piece of grunge puzzle. Brill was stating the same concept Bucky Fuller expressed 35 years earlier in grunge. In his lectures, Fuller was saying that the individual people who control the world economy search our schools to find out the best and the brightest so they can train them to run the world economy the way they want, the way they want the world economy to be run. Stephen Brill did not exactly that, did not say exactly that, but he did say, "I was one of the Allied winners in 1964. I was a bookworm growing up in Far Rockaway, a working class section of Queens. One day I read in a biography of John F. Kennedy that he has gone to something called a prep school. None of my teachers at junior high school one night had a clue what that meant. But I soon figured out that prep school was like college. You go to classes and live on a campus. Only you got to go 4 years earlier, which seemed like a fine idea. It seemed even better when I discovered that some prep school offered financial aid. I ended up at Deerfield Academy in Western Massachusetts with a headmaster, Frank Godin, told my worried parents, who ran a perpetually struggling liquor store, that his financial aid policy was that they should send him a check every year for what they could afford. 3 years later, in 1967, I found myself sitting in the headmaster's office of my senior year with a man called R. C. Clark Jr., the dean of admins at Yale. What I did not know then was that I was a part of a revolution led by Clark, which nickname was Inky. I was about to become one of what would become to be known as Inky's boys and later girls. We were part of the meritocracy infusion that flourished at Yale another like in education institutions, law firms, and investment banking in the mid 1960s and 70s. Thank you.